Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to solve one more LeetCode question. That is question number 1750, minimum length of string after deleting similar ends. So this is a medium level question, and in this question we are given a string S consisting of only characters A, B and C, and we have to remove the similar characters from both the ends. So these are some of the conditions that are provided. So like pick a non-empty prefix from the string S where all the characters in the prefix are equal. Pick a non-empty suffix from the string S where all the characters in this suffix are equal. The prefix and suffix should not intersect at any index, but they have to be similar in order to be deleted. So the characters from prefix and suffix must be same. That is what written in fourth point, and we have to delete both the prefix and suffix, and we have to return the minimum length of S after performing these operations. So we have to perform these operations where we need to check the similarity of prefix and suffix, and we need to remove them or we need to delete it from the string, and after performing all these operations we have to return the length of the minimum string left. So if we see these examples, especially the second one, we can see that both the ends consist of C, so we removed it. Then after that it's A, they are also present, so we removed that as well. Then there is B and A, all of them are similar, so at the end what's the output? Output is 0. But if we see in this example C, we will understand this question even better, where we can see that the prefix is of length 2 and suffix is of length 1, but still we have removed A from both the ends, and then we have removed B, which is also of different length, but the characters are same. So this is what we are asked. Even if the prefix and suffix are of not same length, we are still going to remove them until and unless they are having same characters. And this is how we are going to resolve this. We are going to solve this question. So let's understand this question even better using this example. This is the third example. So if we see this example, we can clearly see that the resultant is 3. How? Because firstly we will be at this place, right? And we are asked to remove these two, prefix and suffix. But not only these two, we have to remove the whole prefix of same character. Like here the length of prefix will be 2 because this is also same, and we are going to delete this as well as this. After deleting this part, we will be at this place. Again we can see that this is B and the suffix is length 2, but the character is same as prefix, so we are again going to remove this part and this part. And then we will be at this place where we can see that prefix is not equivalent to suffix. So in this case we will return the length of the output. So that's why the output is 3. So how we can solve this question? So one approach that you all might be thinking of, and of course this whole explanation would have also hinted in some sense about that approach, and that is 2 pointers approach. So we are going to use 2 pointers. First one will be the beginning pointer or the begin pointer, and the second one will be the end pointer. Begin pointer will take care of the prefix part and end pointer will take care of the suffix part. These 2 pointers will be moving from, this one will move from left to right and this one will move from right to left to the point where left is less than right. So this is our approach that we are going to use. We are going to use 2 pointers. First one will take care of prefix, second one will take care of suffix. One will move from left to right and another one will move from right to left until this condition is true. So now let's see how we can utilize these 2 pointers. So for now I am calling begin pointer as B and end pointer as E, and this will be our example, that is A, B, C, C, A, B, B, A. So our B is at this place right now and our E is at this place. Let me just change the color so it will make more sense. So this is our B and this is our E. We will check that our B and E are same. So they are same. So once we get that B and E are same, we can say that prefix is equivalent to suffix, right? These two are same. Once we are done with this part where we are sure that a prefix is equivalent to suffix, what we are saying, now check what's the length of prefix and suffix which contains the same character, right? That our beginning and end is having. So firstly we will store this character, like the one that we need to check, that is A right now. And firstly we will check the length of prefix. So if we see the prefix length with same character, we will get this, that is 2, right? So what we are saying, as soon as you get to know that there are more characters with which are similar to prefix, simply update the pointer. So our B will be at this place and then it will be at this place, correct? So our B is now at different character which is not similar to C. Okay. Now we are saying do the same thing for suffix as well. So now when we are going to check for suffix, we can see we are going to check the left side of the suffix rather than checking the right side, correct? Because there is no character present in the right side of the right side of the string, because this pointer is going to move from right to left. So we are going to check the left side. As we can see, there is no similar character, because of which we are going to update our end pointer. So what we will do, we will simply move this by 1. So now our B is at this place, which is character B, and our E is also at this place, which is character B. So now we are saying check again that our B and E are having the same values. So again we can see that yes, they are having the same values. So what we will do, we will again keep that same character in a variable, because now we need to check the length of prefix and suffix containing this character, right? That is B. So again we will come to this place, we will check whether there is any more character or not. So we can see there isn't. So we will simply update our B. So now our B will be at this place. Suffix with B. So we can see that there is one character. So what we will do, we will update our E. E will be at this place. It is still same. So what we will do, we will move ahead and we can see that there is no similar character. So now we are not going to move. Now at this place, when we are going to check the characters, we can see that C and A are not equivalent, correct? If C and A are not equivalent, then we are not going to move ahead. Our condition will break, because firstly we check whether the prefix and suffix characters are same or not. Then only we move ahead and check the length of prefix and suffix. But as we can see that the prefix and suffix are not same, so what we will do, we will simply step out and we will return the length of this left out string, or the minimum length with which we can say that there is no similar prefix and suffix left. So answer will be 3. So this was the whole approach. Let's just summarize this whole approach once again. So what we are doing, we are using 2 pointers. Firstly, we will see that these 2 pointers are having same values. Once we find that condition where these 2 pointers are having same values, we are saying now check the length of prefix and suffix containing that character. So for A, we will check prefix length, then suffix length, and we will update our B and E according to that. Once these 2 prefix and suffixes are ended, we are again checking the new characters that are B and E are currently at. And if they are again same, we are again checking the same thing, that is length of prefix and suffix, and updating our B and E. And similarly, we will proceed and check for whole length until and unless our B is less than E. And this was the whole approach. So I hope this approach is clear to you all. Now let's code it up and it will make more sense when you are going to see it in a form of code. So firstly we will code in Python, and after that we are going to code it in Ruby. So as we discussed, firstly we will define our pointers, that is begin and end. So begin with 0, end is length of s minus 1. And we are saying while begin is less than end and s of begin is equivalent to s of end. Correct? If and only if this condition is true, then only we will check the length of prefix and suffix. Correct? Once this is true, what we are saying, firstly store that variable that we need to check the length of prefix and suffix with. So it will be s of begin or end, both will work. So here we are taking s of begin. Now we will check prefix length. So while begin is less than equivalent to end and s of begin is equivalent to c, update our begin pointer, right? It will move in right direction. Same thing we are going to do for suffix, that is while begin is less than end and s of end is equivalent to c, update our end pointer. This is going to move towards left. So we are going to subtract 1. Once we step out of this loop, we will simply return end minus begin plus 1. And this was the whole code. Let's submit this and check. So this is accepted, we can see. Now quickly code Ruby solution as well. In Ruby as well, we will do the same thing but with different variable name, because we can't use begin and end in Ruby as the variables because they are fundamental keywords in Ruby. So what we will do is we will say begin index equals to 0 and end index equals to s dot length minus 1. Now we will apply the same condition, that is while begin index is less than end index and s of begin index is equivalent to s of end index, and define the end of this loop. Inside this loop, if this condition is true, here rather than using end we have to use this thing, this sign, because in Ruby this is the format. So inside this loop what we are doing, firstly we are storing that s begin index, and after this we are checking the prefix length, right? While begin index is less than equivalent to end index and s of begin index is equivalent to c, update our begin index with plus equivalent to 1. Outside of this loop, for suffix length, end index less than, this is begin index less than end index and s of end index is equivalent to c. Define the end, and inside this update our end index with minus equivalent to 1. After stepping out of this loop, return end minus end index minus begin index plus 1. That's it. Now let's quickly, okay, I made a mistake somewhere, I guess. This is not accepted okay, so here I again did the same thing, confused Python and Ruby. And now let's try to submit this. Okay, so this is also accepted. We can see both the code are working and they are accepted. Now let's quickly discuss the time complexity. So even though we are using 3 while loops in this solution, our time complexity is going to be big O of n, where n is the length of our string. Why? Because even though we are using 3 loops, we are handling these characters at most once. We are not handling these character more than once, or sometimes we are not even handling it. So that's the reason that as soon as we realize that these variables are satisfying our conditions, our required operations, we are updating our pointer. So once our pointers are updated, we are not going back and visiting those characters again. So as we are dealing with these characters at most once, our time complexity is going to be big O of n, and our space complexity is going to be big O of 1, as we are only using variables. So our time complexity is constant. So this was the whole code with explanation, and I hope this video was helpful for you all. And if it was, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. I will soon come up with more such questions. Till then, keep messing with algorithms, and thanks for watching.